Yo, what up guys, Felix from Untitled Lifestyle. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about what is the best business for introverts. So before this video starts, be sure to check the links down in the description. My contact information as well as other social medias are down there. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at @IamGiantLifestyle. Also, check out the first link in the description if you want to learn how to build a business buying and reselling diabetic medical commodities. The other links are information about flipping pallets, becoming an independent courier, recovering lost surplus funds, and then the last link is information on how to wholesale houses. If you want to learn how to become a real estate investor and wholesale property using none of your own money, I have a book from my mentor Nasser, aka the Real Estate Guru. It's only 38 bucks. Pick it up and you can literally learn A to Z how to wholesale houses. But in this video, I want to talk to you guys about what is the best business side hustle to start if you're an introvert. A lot of people say, hey Felix, I'm introverted, I don't like talking to people, I'm shy. How do I become a successful entrepreneur? Now the first thing I want to say, actually two things, is number one, I used to be the biggest introvert in the entire world. I didn't like going in big crowds. I didn't like hanging around people I didn't know. Even now, I'm at my buddy's house who is my photographer slash filmer, and I was thinking as on my way up here, asking him, hey, who's there? Are you by yourself? Because I like to be around people I know so I could feel out the energies. I don't like being around random people. I don't like being in big crowds. I get my energy by being in small crowds or by being by myself. But even though I'm introverted, I have been able to become pretty successful. I have been able to own properties. I have been able to build businesses. I have been able to get on camera and talk to thousands and thousands and thousands of people. But at the same time, I have grown out of my introversion. So I'm not saying that, you change who you are and you try to be somebody you're not. But at the same time, I say that eventually you have to develop the skill sets to de-hermit yourself. Now what I mean by that is you're scared to pick up a phone, you're scared to maybe make a presentation or get on camera or take a sales call or do stuff like that. I remember I was so scared at one point that I couldn't do anything. I couldn't make a call, I couldn't knock on doors, I couldn't do cold calling, I couldn't do the things that entrepreneur requires when it comes to skill sets, because as an entrepreneur, you have to develop different skill sets. You have to learn how to be a people person, you have to learn how to sell, you have to learn how to manage money, you have to do taxes, you have to develop a bunch of different skill sets. You don't have to be a master in all of them, but you have to know the fundamentals of each and every individual skill set when it comes to entrepreneurship. So that's the first two things I want to say. Is number one, I used to be the biggest introvert in the world. I would be super scared to get in a room with people I didn't know. I was scared to introduce myself. I was scared to talk about what I did. I was scared to get on the phone. I was scared to make videos. I was petrified to do literally everything because I had such social anxiety. And then two is eventually you have to break out of that. So even if you're super introverted at this very moment, know that maybe in a year, 2 years, 3 years, as you become more successful and more confident, that you will break that hermit-like introversion. Because like I said, as you become more successful, as you make more money, as you have more wins, you will build that confidence. When you build that confidence, you will break free of those, hermit-like introversion tendencies, meaning, you're scared to go outside, you're scared to pick up the phone, or you're scared to go to a meeting, or you're scared to do things that, maybe extroverts have, no issues or no troubles with. But in this video, like I said, I want to talk to you guys about what is the best side hustle or business to pick as an introvert. Now, me personally, I would recommend something that's like a flip style business, either a buy and resell or a driving style business. Now, some of the things that you can consider when it comes to driving is you can become an independent courier, or you could start a trucking business. If you're starting a trucking business, like a box truck business, you can get routes, not have to talk to too many people, and make some pretty good monies, whether you're doing Amazon Flex or whatever type of things you're doing. You could also not only be an independent courier, but you could do something like DoorDash or Instacart or Uber Eats and do stuff like that, where you really don't have to come in contact with too many people and you can make some pretty good money. I don't know if this is true or not, but I just seen a video on YouTube where somebody said on a good day when it comes with Instacart, you can make upwards of $300 to $600 per day. Don't quote me on that, but I know someone who does Instacart, and he said that he personally makes around 120 to 150. But like I said, I seen another video today where somebody was stating that you could make upwards of $300 to $600 every single day. So Instacart Uber Eats, DoorDash. You could also find independent courier gigs, or you could also start your own trucking business. You can go out there and either rent, lease, or buy a truck and get gigs, whether it's from Amazon or from a dispatcher, and make a couple hundred, if not, near $1,000 per day driving and delivering things. You could also get involved in the trucking business and be a driver. A buddy of mine that I know actually drives for a company, drives in an 18-wheeler truck, and he makes a pretty good amount of money, around $2,500 to $3,000 per week as a truck driver. So if you don't mind driving, if you don't mind being on the road, if you don't mind going out there and hustling, and you can get on the road and you don't really have to talk to anybody, one thing I would recommend while you're doing that is making content. One thing that people underestimate is making content. A lot of people don't want to be on camera, a lot of people don't want to put themselves out there, but one thing I can't recommend enough is if you document your journey of success, starting from where you are today to where you want to be, because I couldn't even believe how many people actually follow me on my journey, which is crazy. I'm coming up on 40,000 subscribers, and it's absolutely madness. The next thing you could do is some sort of low-key flip, buy and resell business model. So some of the things you could do is buy and resell medical commodities, buy and resell pallets, buy and resell phones. You could also do retail arbitrage, where you're going in stores looking at what stuff is selling on Amazon, FBA, and eBay, and then going in stores and say you're buying maybe some old DVDs, and you're buying them for $1 and they're selling on eBay for $5 to $10 a piece. So something where you don't really have to meet a lot of people, but at the same time you're getting entrepreneurship skill sets. Now, I wouldn't say doing a sales job where you're selling, or you're a car salesman, or you're doing something on commission only where you're talking to a lot of people, but I would say something that's going to give you intro-level skill sets towards entrepreneurship, like buy and resell, where you have to manage money, where you have to put money away for taxes, where you have to do some sort of negotiation to intro your way into entrepreneurship, but you don't have to jump all the way in and do it full time. So that's what I would say. You can either do that, and then also what you could do is stocks or internet marketing, affiliate marketing, ads, or you could sit behind the computer. The one thing I would say to stay away from is something that's very sales heavy, where you're selling something heavy over the phone. High ticket sales or closing or a sales position, because that's going to make you literally dive in. But sometimes the only way out the fire is through the fire. So as an introvert, it's not an excuse to not be a successful entrepreneur. Real estate might not be the best choice for you because you have to talk to a lot of people on almost an every given day basis. But starting a side hustle where you're buying and reselling something, maybe doing some sort of internet marketing with ads, maybe doing stocks, or doing some sort of driving gig would be a good fit for you. But like I said, I used to be the biggest introvert in the entire world. I couldn't talk to nobody, I couldn't see nobody, I couldn't pick up the phone, I couldn't talk to nobody. I couldn't even believe how I was to where I am now. I literally exploded my skill sets as far as how to sell, how to network, how to talk to people, how to do all different features of entrepreneurship have really developed and blossomed. At one point I was here, and now I'm all the way up here. So it's not an excuse, but what I would say is slowly intro yourself into entrepreneurship fields, and then from there you can sell. From there you could do high ticket sales. From there you could sell, then you can get on camera. You could slowly intro yourself, but those are some things that you can consider when first starting out as an entrepreneur. You can do different buy and resell businesses. You could do something with the computer, where you could be by the computer and be by yourself, or you can get into a driving industry where you either have your own box truck, you're a driving 18-wheelers, or maybe you're being an independent courier, or you're doing DoorDash or Uber Eats or something like that. So there's a variety of different businesses you could do as an introvert, but don't let your introversion limit you from the success that you want and that you deserve. So there you guys have it. That's all I have for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to put a thumbs up on it. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.